On this week's breaking news, headed to the Shire to celebrate a wonderful birthday. LEGO is having record profits, and they're taking their game designs in-house. All that and much, much more on this week's breaking news. Now, we're all limited by horizontal surfaces. LEGO takes up a lot of that. So how are you going to solve that issue? Do you leave it there or deconstruct it and find other places? Or could you mount it to the wall? I personally had the Technic supercar, the Bugatti Chiron, taking up a lot of space. So I found 11mark.com, where you can have a fully mounted vertical Bugatti with a lovely background of the Bugatti racing stripe with the logo and LEGO logo. There are two different frames, one that's lit and one that is not. And that's not the only LEGO set that you can have mounted. There are many, many options. So I recommend you head over to 11mark.com and use the code BACK2BRICK, which gives you a 10% discount on all of their frames, as well as these sets that they also produce. So instead of taking up so much horizontal space, take that LEGO set and go vertical. Again, that's 11mark.com and use the code BACK2BRICK to save 10% on your order.
Breaking news.
Hey everybody, welcome
Breaking news.
back to Brick. I'm your host Garrett, and this is the podcast where we talk with fellow AFOLs about their LEGO designs, and we get down to the breaking news to talk about all things LEGO's been up to for the past week. Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. I appreciate your support, and for all those that have been longtime listeners, I really appreciate you continue to come back to the pod. We are approaching our 5-year anniversary this April, which is crazy that we've produced this many episodes, talked about LEGO every week since then. Well, of course, there's been a couple breaks, but overall, I think that that's an incredible achievement to do this and know that LEGO continues to come out with something every dang week. So I'm excited to continue to talk about this through the coming years as I continue to push forward and having the support from all of you to really continue on this journey. And for all those that are supporters of the Patreon, which you can go over and become a patron, I really appreciate your behind-the-scenes support, getting the episodes early without ads, and some of my other building designs that you can then build on your own. You can go check that out on the link in the description to become a patron. On the admin side, just continue to push a lot of the edits for the New York Toy Fair that I went to this past week. So there's already up day 1 and day 2. 3 and 4 will be up very shortly. And the interview with the Bluey designer and the game designer for the Monkey Palace are going to be up as well. You can go check that out at the Back to Brick YouTube channel, which is also in the description. Other than that, we will do our set reviews at the end of the episode. As always, our set review for today is 40803 Optimus Prime, the Brickheads version, and our workable mock is the spaceship with the light effects by Mijoli Design, and it's really interesting. It is a free instruction, so you can kind of adapt onto a current LEGO and adjust to this really cool design. I did release a special episode this Monday where I had a discussion with the Bluey designer Roberta, talking about her and her team's development process and builds of the Bluey sets. Definitely a fun listen to kind of get the understanding of why they like the Duplo and the 4+, the different decisions they made into making that. And I have another episode coming out on Monday, which is with Brick and Bit, which is another LEGO podcast that they do a video podcast on, just having a discussion on different LEGO sets and, well, everything pretty much. But I wanted to put it in audio form so that you could listen to it as well. So you can expect that coming out on Monday this coming week. So check that out as well. That is the end of admin. Let's get into this week's first breaking news story. We have the first images of the long-rumored Bag-End set. This is now going to be called the Shire set 10354. It was revealed over on LEGO.com as their designers or an event page showing that, like, hey, you can speak with the designer concerning this set. And, well, LEGO did it to themselves, so we can share it because LEGO did the same sharing of it, and it is going to cost a little bit. We're looking at about, I think, 1,800 to 1,900 pieces at $270, excuse me, which is a, well, not impressive amount, because we would rather have it a less for this for sure. Not sure where that comes from, but there are quite a few minifigures that we're going to get. We're going to get Sam, Gandalf, Merry and Pippin, Bilbo Baggins. I always forget Sam's wife. I can't remember. And then, of course, the funny addition is the couple at the beginning of the movie where they frown at Gandalf for launching the fireworks. The overall set is bag end. It's got not just the front door, but multiple windows and sections to it, the steps up into the green door, and the birthday party with Bilbo for his birthday celebration. We've also got a fun fire dragon, which is part of the firework display. Not sure what the interior looks like. This is the only image that was posted. It hasn't been officially revealed, but likely to have it launch on April 1st. So stay tuned for that, probably today or sometime early next week. There is going to be a gift with purchase for this set as well, and the rumor is it's 181 pieces, and it's going to be Schmeagol and Deagle, which I believe is going to be the boat scene where they are fighting to get the ring. A little dark for it, for sure, because, Smeagol kills his best friend to get the ring, but it will be an interesting gift with purchase set to go with it. Now, is it going to be as good as some of the other gift with purchase that we've received? Maybe not. The one that they did with Baradur, with the Fell Beast as the gift with purchase, the minifigure wasn't the best, and the design overall wasn't super impressive. So I don't know what we'll actually get from this. But having Smeagol in his instead of Gollum form will be a nice minifigure for this. So stay tuned for that come April. It was Mario Day this week, and LEGO announced their Mario Kart set. It's 1,972 pieces at $170, and it will be available on May 15th. Very interesting to push it out so far. They could have revealed it earlier so they could have it for March Mario Day, but here's a large-scale figure of Mario and his cart. The design looks just similar to and in detail that they did the Bowser's, so they did a great job with this. What's cool is they have a display stand that kind of elevates it and tilts it so you have some more of the feature of display to it. Some people are a little upset that it's not a 2-in-1 build where you could have it levitating, so changing the wheel design to have them sideways, since that is more the Mario Kart style recently. Or, having motors in it. Come on, someone will do it. So I'm excited to see somebody actually put the motors in. Maybe a fun camera in the hat or the face would be fun to drive this around. But it is a great set. I love Mario, and I'm building some additions onto it that you'll definitely recognize from the Mario Kart games. But look out for that this May, after May the 1st, which, well, we're going to get a lot of sets for May the 1st. The Tyrannosaurus Rex Fossil, that huge fossil that is 3,145 pieces, costing $250, is available for purchase now. So you can go to your LEGO store, check it out if they do have it on display, and purchase this set. I saw it in person, and it's huge, with 3 feet, and having some of this fun detail. If you like tan instead of gray pieces, like some of the other bigger sets, this is one of those sets that you're probably going to want to pick up. There's a fun gift with purchase. I think this is one of the best ones that they've done in a while, is the Mixed Flowerpot set 40762. And it is available for gift with purchase if you purchase $150 or more through the 22nd of March. And it's a small potted style plant where they do have a small white base, and out pops a bunch of flowers. We've got a lovely rose to it, some buttercups, long stemmed pieces. I think those are hydrangeas, purple hydrangeas, and some leaves on it as well. And to have this as a gift of purchase during the springtime, one, it makes sense, but two, it has some beautiful pieces to it, and I think it will be a great display piece and open it up right away instead of having collecting dust if you haven't opened some of those other sets for those gifts with purchase like I have. LEGO has achieved more records in profits and revenues. The revenue this last quarter grew 13%, which is it's a lot, 774.3 billion Danish crowns, which is over 10 billion US dollars. Consumer sales have increased 12%. Market shows continual growth in that as well. And profits also increased 10%. And net profit growth about 5%. Free cash flow, which I don't really understand that. I guess that's the operation and use of cash so that they can buy and do more things. And certified mass balance purchases of 18% in 2023 to now the percent of 47% in 2024. Continued inspiration and impression for some of these major toy companies. The CEO said 2024 was an exceptional year for the LEGO Group. We achieved record top and bottom line results while accelerating spending on strategic initiatives such as more than doubling the share of our purchases and sustainable raw materials. Main popular themes were LEGO Icons, LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Technic, LEGO City, and LEGO Harry Potter. They launched their first Fortnite sets, they expanded the Botanical Collection, and they produced 46% more sets at 840 sets just in 2024. Wow. Crazy. Their supply chain grew because they had existing factory expansions in Mexico, Hungary, and China, new factories that are opening this year. Vietnam and US will be in 2027, and regional distribution centers, Belgium and Vietnam opening. Belgium just already opened last year, and Vietnam opening this year. LEGO is in the process of creating more digital and physical experiences, or as they call it, the hybrid. They're looking to do this with more of the 12-year-old age group, saying they tend to grow up a bit earlier and orient themselves towards social media. Niels Christensen said, just concerning the move towards this, we are seeing a shift and are trying to be right on it and even leading the shift as we stay super relevant. Key ones such as Fortnite and F1 is a big shift because that's just become such a big impact on them as well. The shift will be an interesting adaptation for it because having Fortnite sets in Fortnite, the game has really exploded for them. So what else are we going to see? Minecraft has always been a part of it, but what are some of the other games or pop culture things? They're already going to jump into anime, which has become really huge over the past couple of years as well. They're going to continue to push, try to get on top of things before anyone else. LEGO is ditching TT games. We just talked about LEGO has been working with TT Games for a new game coming out next year, but they're done. After 20 years of making games together, LEGO is branching out and, not branching out, but coming internal. LEGO will be building their own games. They have decided that instead of reaching out, they're going to build up their own development capabilities and trying to figure out how to design and build their own games in the way that they want them. Because of the delays and things that happened in the Star Wars game and other ones, this is a chance for them to do their own take of how they're going to build and design. We can definitely say as long as we're under the LEGO brand, we can cover experiences for kids of all ages, digital and physically. And that includes games, and they've worked really well with Fortnite, and there's so many IPs that they can work through that they have support on. They're going to continue to expand this and hopefully we can see an acceleration in some of the games that we're really interested in playing. The LEGO CEO talks about the newest tariffs from the Trump administration, and he says, we won't let it destroy our momentum. If tariffs would be there and we get to know whatever level they would be at, we will deem whether they will be permanent or more temporary in nature, and then we would sit down and figure out how do we react to it in a way that has the typical long-term perspective of the LEGO Group. We just talked about how they've had record profits, revenue streams. It will probably impact them in some way, hopefully not on us, because that's usually what tariffs do, is it just passes off to the consumer. And we already had price increases recently, so if they already have a 13% bump in revenue, hopefully they'll accept maybe 10 because and not pass on to that cost of other people, seeing as it's going to impact the facilities that are in different countries. Mexico primarily is a big one for the United States market. They're going to see some sort of impact once whatever tariffs actually happen / increase, decrease, whatever's going on, to see how the LEGO brand is going to react and try to get through it like everybody else. The rumored LEGO Death Star set, the $1,000 set, that we're all interested in / not interested in because of the price, but it's going to include a rumored 40 plus minifigures. That's an incredible amount of minifigures. Are they just going to be display? Or are they going to have them in different scenes? what is this going to be? I mean, they've got to have exclusive ones for sure, but are they going to broaden over the 3 movies? Are they going to add some specialty ones? And we have no idea. What we do know is it's going to be an October release, October 1st, and it's going to be insane to see what the reaction of the community is. Is it going to be positive, negative, neutral? Because $1,000 is not cheap. And who knows if it'll be as successful as LEGO wants it to be, as the Millennium Falcon was. The Death Star is one of the most iconic vehicles, I guess you could say, because it does move and it's no moon. It's a space station. Andor is going to have a big impact on that as that comes out this next month. I'm excited to see it. I'm still skeptical, but I am excited to see what they come up with. LEGO has been opening retail stores all across the world at an aggressive rate, but it seems to have slowed down. It includes some of the LEGO Merlin stores have been growing as well, but only 74 stores opened in 2024 compared to the last couple that were over 100 in 2023. And they're continuing to close and open more in specific regions like China. And the speculation is, I guess, that they're trying to be more sustainable in their areas. But there are so many places that don't have LEGO stores. And some places like New York have 2. Maybe you should put a couple more in some of these areas so people have more access to LEGO, not only at their Walmarts or Targets, but a true LEGO store experience. LEGO's adding some new Fortnite experiences, including some passes as well. One thing we're looking to see is the Brick Life. It's a relatively recent addition that you can start using this weekend. It has football minifigures where you can have some awards, a mailbox, kind of building onto your house. The Odyssey edition gives you the option to have a recycle station. You can recycle those core components that you've already had, as well as a bunch of other wall mount pieces and other additional items, and that'll be available on March 25th. And then Gold Rush Gallery Lego Pass that gives you a brand new minifigures, including Rebel Oro, Carmen Rosa, and a few other different outfits to add on to this. And the Gold Rush will be available on May 2nd. So the Legos continue to expand, putting in more and more efforts toward their Fortnite campaigns. Hopefully we see more and more minifigures come of this as well, and different sets. As Fortnite expands, Lego is going to expand as well. The LEGO Ideas Throwback fan vote event has been pushed back a week. It was supposed to be starting March 10th, but has now been pushed to March 17th. The finalist for the LEGO 90th Throwback, the next chapter vote, is not quite ready yet. We need more time, and the fan votes will not start until the 17th. Don't really know the reasoning behind it. Maybe it's something to do with IP selections, but I put in Men in Black one and the Magic School Bus, and there's a lot of other really great ones as well. We'll see who the 5 are, I guess, come the 17th to do those fan votes for it. Bricklink Designer Program Series 7 finalists will be doing a live stream on March 16th at 12 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're going to do a live stream showcasing who are the top 5 selected. And I think I already predicted, the top 5. You can see that over on my YouTube video talking about it. But we're definitely going to see some repeat designers selected, as they have great designs and a lot of people really like them. I still think they need to change the rules on that, kind of giving a break so that other designers can get theirs through. Maybe like 6-month break so that people still select them in 6 months, but give other people a chance instead of just giving those. I know it's controversial, but so you can wait and watch that live stream to see what's selected on March 16th. Mercedes F1 driver Kimi Antonelli showed his pride on the newest season of Drive to Survive using LEGO. The 18-year-old went from Formula 2, has now joined the Mercedes Formula 1 team this year, and he showed his love for LEGO with some of the latest builds from the Speed Champion set, and pairing it with his own designing like minifigure style. It's pretty cool to have someone that represents a F1 brand also loving the LEGO brand as well, as they continue to do their expanded partnership with them as well. LEGO Bluey is coming on June 1st, and we've talked about it a few times, but they're also going to be having a mobile game launch with it. This is for LEGO Duplo, and LEGO Duplo sets have the first physical game that you can do in a Duplo set with the spinning wheel, trying to do your memory game, but they're going to be expanding into the digital world, and it'll appear alongside that. The app is confirmed for an August release instead of the June release. It's for young children. It's said to offer up imaginative role play, exciting challenges and endless fun. The app will feature characters, builds, and props from the upcoming theme, as well as a creative building, problem-solving tasks, and chance to play out moments from the show, and will include paid-for in-app purchases, which those suck. But that's just part of life, unfortunately, when it comes to games like this. I like that they're doing this for young kids because, well, they're already integrated into their phones. They're already integrated with their phones, so let's add some creativity to it that is supportive of education. LEGO Ideas announces a new concept called the parking lot. The parking lot is going to add some additional time for review for some of the sets because they usually only choose one or two, but there's some that should be selected, and they'll throw in what's called the parking lot, where they'll have sets that might need to be reviewed more for possible selection to go over there. Doesn't mean that they will be selected, but it'll get under review for the chance that maybe they will. And I think this is a new addition to having 10,000 votes and supports being over 50 sets now. Each time gives the chance for others to possibly get their sets made instead of just those one or twosies. LEGO stores in the UK and Ireland are having some free builds over at the LEGO stores. For St. Patrick's Day, they're doing a leprechaun hat. So it's a green hat with a gold buckle on the front. That will be available on March 15th and March 16th, so you can go build that. And then for Mother's Day on March 22nd, 23rd in the UK and Ireland, you can build a small flower pot. It's just a small grouping of roses and a small dark tan pot, but every free build is a free build. And that's all we have for this week's breaking news. Thank you again for tuning into the news this week. I appreciate all of you taking the time to learn what LEGO's been up to, and hopefully we'll continue to see some exciting news come for April and then May, the big month for us Star Wars fans. Make sure to tune into the special episode on Monday where I've talked with Brick and Bit as we did a video podcast, but I wanted to throw the audio podcast up as well so you can listen to that as well as the special episode of the Bluey interview that I posted on Monday of this week. It was really fun learning about it and understanding, why they chose the minifigures, what sets were chosen, their little Easter eggs that you see in the set. So definitely take a listen to that as well. And make sure to subscribe to the podcast as well as the Instagram, Back to Brick 2, and the YouTube channel, Back to Brick. Now we're going to move into our set reviews. The first set is 40803. This is Optimus Prime Robot and Vehicle. It's a 10 plus set at 237 pieces. You'll get 130 insiders points, and it has one review right now at 5 stars. It is a Brickheads build. What is interesting about this is usually when it's and it's $20. And usually with a $20 set, you get 2 Brickheads for it, 2 large scale Brickheads. If they have like a smaller one, they do 15. But this one only has 1 Brickheads, but it also comes with an air quotes Brickheads of the truck. Now the truck does have some driver's lights on the front that have the eyepieces that we see on Optimus, the Brickhead. I'm pretty sure that they're doing this because, well, Optimus is a truck as well as the full-scale robotic form. So the addition of having that one is kind of unique. They did this also for Bumblebee, but Optimus Prime is the go-to favorite. It does have a printed chest pieces for the windows, as well as the grille for both Optimus, the truck, as well as the robot. They're of different sizes, of course, because the transformation changes things. The eyes are kind of cool because they're transparent light blue for the 1x1 round tile pieces, which is a new change to that. The truck does not transform. It does roll. It's got wheels. I don't think the Optimus Prime Brickheads has wheels to it, but it does have some printed pieces on either side of the face to have the Autobots logo on it, and I love a good brickhead, and having these two is just really fun. I think I'll probably get these, and there actually has been an adaptation where it has the brickheads that you can use these and build it into a Optimus Prime large-scale robotic figure. It's not in brickheads form from a Lego designer, so $20 is not bad. There's an affiliate link in the description, so you can go and get that set and enjoy transforming into Optimus Prime. And our set review today, this is the Spaceship with Light Effects by Majoli Designs. It's 1,216 pieces, and it is a free instruction booklet. Now, it is a modification of the spaceship that we've seen in the city line that has kind of a circular engine piece to it that powers the aircraft. But his is super cool because it uses the light function, but it's in a robotic style or mechanical, where it spins and it lights up, creating the nuclear engine. So you see some of the lighting effects around the vehicle light up, and then the rocket engine in the back also lighting up. There's a YouTube video talking about the effects of it. I mean, so impressive. I never seen something like this done before, to have this kind of effect in a Lego set and the adaptation of it. And a spinning light, I mean, there's so many other applications you could see, like a Lego arc reactor having something like that, or other spacecrafts, or I mean, you could think of almost anything to do that. So check it out. Free instructions. Why not? You can build this amazing design and have a mechanical function to continue the playability style of the build, but also have that unique feature to it. All right, everyone, that's all I have this week. Thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate all the support as always, and I'll make sure to continue to come back and have some great episodes for you. All right, everyone, I'll leave you as I always do. Get creative, get out there, and go build something.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.